Good evening, everyone. Happy to welcome you to a special episode of everUP Talks Jeet Ke Falsafay. Today, we are celebrating World Children's Day with the leaders of tomorrow. everUP is committed to the growth of its kinds. Through this talk show, we intend to help unleash the leader within each of you. We share the strategies, tactics, and information that help you carve your way forward to be a better leader. People usually consider leadership per the role given, the authority granted. Well, leadership is one such trait that actually does not depend on what role we are playing or which level you are in. It is more dependent on the kind of presence you carry and the kind of difference you want to make. It is your mindset that decides whether you will play a leader or an ordinary individual. A leader is always a leader, but every generation gives this unique trait a specific, a new connotation, a new implication. Let's see what our today's guests perceive it to be. We have four young leaders today as our guests, the would be chartered accountants. Our first guest tonight is a self made man. He believes in self study, and amazingly, he's reached the CA final level with his own efforts. He is pursuing BCom from IGNO. He enjoys participating in quiz and knowledge imparting events. Please welcome this pakka kind of hard worker, Nihar. Hi,
Ma'am, first of
Nihar.
all, thank you so much for inviting me over here. And so much thank you also at the same time for so much of your kind words.
Most welcome. So, Nihar, you're currently working as an article assistant at Debashish Mitra and Associates, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, how is the article experience? I mean, is it worth investing your time?
Ma'am, definitely. Actually, I'm working with getting an opportunity to work with the past president of ICA. I think it's a very big thing. And this way, I actually learned so many things from this sir. And the first thing which I learned, he is always like motivated and he is always curious to take new assignments and giving us challenges so that we can actually improve ourselves. Or he always convinces us all the articles that you should be actively taking parts in all the events so that in this way you can improve your personal traits as well, and that's one of the most important thing in the journey of CA. And seeing sir so many achievements, it always inspires that definitely I also want to contribute something in my profession as well.
Absolutely, bang on to that. And you're learning from a legend, so I'm sure you'll be a legend soon yourself. All
Yes, ma'am, I
right,
will definitely
let's
try to
talk.
be in sir's footstep.
Absolutely. And I'm sure Sir will be glad to see this, to hear you out on this. Okay, let's spark our discussion right here and welcome our next guest. He is a CA Inter student who aspires to do an MBA in the near future. Apart from studies, there is a lot more on his list that makes him an all rounder. He loves traveling, anchoring, playing cricket, and much more. He's a sporty person who has played and won many games at the state level. Three of his distinctive abilities, sports addiction, approachable nature, and confidence, make him one of the most promising leadership material. Let's welcome Mridunavo Mondal. Hi, Mridunavo.
Good evening, ma'am. Hi, ma'am.
Good evening.
And thank you so much for the kind words that you said. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
No, no, you deserve that. So you appeared for CA exams this time, right? And I guess that ended yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
So how do you feel today after all that hard prep and writing CA inter exams? How does it feel today?
It feels very good, ma'am. Firstly, the exams are over. That's already a big achievement that after all the hard work that has gone through this so many months of study, it feels good. But it's now another kind of journey which is going to start it for the next 1.5 year, 2 months. If the results are out, improving myself, the skill set I want to acquire, and diversify my capabilities and everything.
Awesome. That's nice to hear that. All right, let's halt again and welcome the other two guests of honor today. They have quite a few things in common. They are both CA inter students, members of ICASA 75, actively involved in volunteering and participating in CA events and programs. Yet again, both have completed their bachelor's in commerce and both are highly energetic and amazingly friendly. Still, there is something unique about each of them. If we had to name a person who can be a combo in humor and intellect and definitely drive us crazy, it has to be Aditya.
Thanks,
Welcome,
ma'am.
Aditya.
Thanks, thanks, ma'am.
All right. And our final guest tonight, a confident girl who dreams of being financially independent and quoting Aditya to call upon her, as he says, Ek Nari Sappe Bhari.
सबसे भारी.
Please welcome Manisha Sahu. Hi, Manisha.
Thank you, ma'am. Hi.
Hi, ma'am.
And just a quick question to Aditya before we move ahead. Aditya, why do you call Manisha Ek Nari Sappe Bhari? Can I know that?
जैसे कि मैं मनीषा को मैं बहुत पहले से नहीं जानता था. मैं जब आईकासा में आया तभी से मनीषा को मैं जानता हूँ. ठीक है. मैंने उसका journey और ऐसे जानता हूँ. वो बहुत हार्ड वर्किंग लड़की है. ठीक है. उसने फिर रहती है. फिर भी जब भी मूड ऐसी भी हो वो आ जाती है. जब भी कुछ काम के लिए वो आ जाती है और सबसे हंस के पुला करती है. That's
Thank you, Aditya.
nice.
Manisha, he's already made you important today. All right, that was lovely and nice to see you all as a team. Awesome. So now let's go quickly to our questions. I know you all have your own reasons for joining CA, and I would not like to get into this because you already have appeared either for CA Inter, and of course, Nihar is already a CA finalist. So, a quick question not on why you entered CA, but I just want to know that wherever you've reached today, how do you feel being a CA aspirant? एक सी की journey पे हो आप, and as a CA, how do you feel? So, anyone who would like to answer this,
I like to answer this.
please go. Go ahead.
After मतलब इंटर में आके लगता है कि like it feels very proud because somewhere बहुत जन ने छोड़ दिया कि ये इंटर नहीं क्लियर हो रहा है इसीलिए तो I feel good and बहुत ज़्यादा respect भी मिलता है so I like to
Amazing,
be in
nice.
this journey.
Yes.
Ma'am, may I add
Anyone else
something?
who would like to add?
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, firstly, this journey of CA has matlab, first made me a learner. The learning from every situation, from the passing of everything till the failure, we could learn many things from the journey as well. Like we are coping up with smiles during the failure stages also. I think everyone will relate here on the panel here. Ki whenever if anyone has failed in this journey, not always a journey where the result is fail. There is a failure in every day. You are wanting to study hard every day, thinking in the morning we will study all to 10 hours, 12 hours, but we are ending up studying 6 to 7 hours. Right. That's a kind of small failure. The coping up that with a smile in the next day. Ki, no, next day we will study and carry on. Right, Nihal?
Yes, yes.
Yes, definitely. Why not?
Absolutely. All right. Aditya, Nihar, you want to add something or should we move on?
नहीं मैम नहीं होगा.
Actually, ma'am,
All
when
right.
you asked, there was another network issue, so I couldn't hear that question.
Okay, no problems. So I had asked that how do you feel being a CA aspirant today? Any
No,
thoughts on this?
if I want to answer that, how I feel, I think the feeling is very much superb. I mean, I cannot like able to express the feeling because, ma'am, whenever I see the reactions of all the relatives, especially, so when they actually see that okay, you have cleared your inter levels of foundation and starting doing articleship, so like there is like oh my god, that much people actually take so much time sometimes to actually do this in this. And so like seeing the reaction, it actually motivates me like more, that I just have to do something more extra. So I think the feeling is very good, being and helping the relatives in their tax issues, whatever. So like that.
And so second, Nihar, yeah, the respect we get from the relatives and the surrounding people,
Yes,
that's on a
absolutely.
different level.
Yes, that
Great.
Just
cannot
the
be ignored.
name defines it. We are being a student of CA. We are not even a chartered accountant, but being a
Wow.
student also, the respect we are getting, it's phenomenal.
Wonderful. I'm sure all the students who will be hearing this will resonate with you too. So the next question that comes out of this only, that we know that CA journey is a roller coaster ride. You said that we get a lot of importance and everything is there, but we also know that we have lot more failures in the journey. We may have that too. So to keep yourself inclined to complete this and get on top where you want to get on after all those long waiting stories that we keep on hearing from people, how do you feel inclined? What keeps you motivated?
The two letters CA before my name.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
The urge
Okay.
to
The
change,
wanting
exactly.
of that two letters before my name, that keeps me motivating.
Awesome. So you are very goal centric, and that's really, really good. Wonderful. And the others, what keeps you motivated?
I'm the same thing. The ma'am, a teacher, a very fine teacher of our CA fraternity. I know. I think everybody will know CA Vijay Sarda sir. Sir says one thing. Ki, the name we have for me is Mithuna Moni. That's given by our parents. We can change it by adding something in front of that. The urge to change that name is what keeps me motivated to continue this journey.
Great.
Nice.
And Aditya Nihar, same thing for you or anything different?
Ma'am, one thing is definitely for sure that many says that in CAs, so many people they take so many attempts actually to clear the CAs, and we actually, and the most importantly is the facing of that failure. Even I also just encountered in my journey of CA, like in the inter for the first attempt, I also literally like failed, and the reason like the fail, I was so much demotivated after the seeing the result. But the next day I actually thought to come out of this anyhow, because I just want only one thing in my mind was that just to clear CA anyhow, I just want to become. And the next day I just tried to find out all the things, like what were the reasons actually, like what are reasons to fail. So it is very important to actually find out the reasons. It was just because of lack of practice more and understanding the concepts, and afterwards it's very important to follow this, and also staying away from social media. This thing is at most important at the same time, at least 2 3 months before examination, so that you can be more focused. And I think if these steps followed, then and I following this step just in the immediate exam I just cleared, I just overcoming these mistakes.
Nice. I think CA is just a CA is not a CA is mean, character, how we with the society. That's the motivate.
Awesome. And I totally resonate with that, what Nihar was also saying. That yes, a lot of times we do come across that failure, and that is why we love C even more. Because not only does it make us technically strong, it gives us so much in terms of skills. And more importantly, it makes us more resilient, which I think is really difficult, and the other things do not add so fast, which a CA makes us. So, absolutely agree with all of you, and happy to know that these two alphabets or the acronym that come before just our name keeps you running and going forward. All right, so with that, let's move on. So I've heard everything. I mean, you like the CA letters, of course, but what is the best thing till now where you are right now? What is the best thing you like about this course?
Ma'am, the best thing I like about this course is definitely the challenges it have in the journey. About the time management, it actually teaches us so much things. Time management, how to handle the boss pressure as well. I mean, besides being studying, and so many things, like also like that at the same time participating in all the events is at most at the same time very important, so that it can actually help you like develop your full body language. So I think this is what I just learned.
Wonderful.
I think as Aditya said, CA is also character assassination. So I think like discipline is the thing I like in this course.
Success.
Absolutely. Without discipline, we cannot at all. No one can actually even go forget
Because
about failing in one
I
attempt.
think that ये कोर्स हम लोग को बहुत ज्यादा ना डिसिप्लिन में रहना सिखाता है बिकॉज अगर आप डिसिप्लिन नहीं हो तो आप कभी भी सीए का एग्जाम क्लियर नहीं कर सकते आप कितना भी
Hmm.
पढ़ लो
ऐसे
Totally, totally.
सी स्टूडेंट्स के जिंदगी में ऐसा होता ही है, जैसे कि इस बार जो नवंबर दिवाली में मई में एग्जाम तो अब
एक्चुअली हमारे ऑडिट एग्जाम से पहले भी
नहीं पड़े सर, ये नहीं कर रहे वो सेलिब्रेट कर रहे, लेकिन आप घर बैठे कर रहे
हाँ
Right.
यार, वो फीलिंग, वो टाइम में
लाइक
पढ़ना इज बिग थिंग।
हुआ था हमारा
और एग्जाम्स तो बिल्कुल दिवाली के
ऑडिट के
साथ
पहले तो
साथ आपके एग्जाम्स चल रहे थे।
यस यस तो
और दिवाली था और एग्जाम
दिवाली
था।
दिवाली के बाद वाले दिन ऑडिट
Absolutely. I hope this is not a request to the institute के ये देखकर एग्जाम्स
नो नो
फिक्स
नो
कर
नो,
दें।
ठीक है ठीक है, दौड़ना है तो 5 किलोमीटर में रेस में
ये
दौड़ेंगे, 1 किलोमीटर में तो सभी दौड़ते हैं।
Oof. There
right
comes
से
again a dialogue from him. Huh?
आ,
All right, that was nice. Okay, so next question goes is you belong to Gen Z and a lot of people say that Gen Z ke totally demands different hote hai, their thoughts are different, they have like a lot of dreams to fulfill and everything. So what kind of a future you wish to have? I mean in any way, job, place, background, whatever. What kind of future you want?
मैम
इन जॉब आई वांट इक्वालिटी
Okay. So Manisha comes right away,
लाइक
equality.
फीमेल फीमेल मेल इक्वालिटी
यस यस
So Aditya,
मैम
she's living by that same ek nari sab pe bhari.
तो
She
भारी
wants it.
मैम इक्वालिटी जेंडर वाइज इज आल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट, मतलब वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट आई थिंक, क्योंकि in the last few years we have seen it improve many folds, the gender equality. And another thing is ma'am, work life balance. Earlier in few sectors they are thinking now the main focus is the work. You are working 10 to 12 hours a day, the enjoyment part, the you are living your life, that's a very decreased, a decimal part. I think a work life balance is very important. Maybe not in the fully sector, the work hours should be reduced. Work with an independence is what important. You can openly work with the targets and everything. That's independence, that openness is what I think is required.
Okay, lovely to hear that. Talking.
एग्जैक्टली मैम वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस इज वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट बिकॉज अगर आप अपने लाइफ में योर फैमिली इज वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट सो इफ यू काम कर रहे हो और अगर आप अपने घर को टाइम ही नहीं दे पा रहे हो सो
ऑब्वियसली मैम, ऑब्वियसली
व्हाट इज द
वर्क इज
मीनिंग
जस्ट
ऑफ
अ पार्ट
वर्किंग
ऑफ
देयर
लाइफ, इट्स नॉट अ लाइफ। अगर आप काम कर रहे हैं तो ठीक है, लेकिन उसमें उसमें आपको जो फैमिली है उसको भी तो टाइम आपको देना ही पड़ेगा ना। जैसे हम लोग स्टूडेंट्स है, कि आप कुछ फेस्टिवल्स में तो जाते नहीं है, किसी की शादी हो जाए, जाने दो, हो जाएगा, कभी भी किसी जगह पे जाते नहीं है, ठीक है। स्टडी हम लोगों का फिर भी चल रहा है, लेकिन अगर स्टडी के बाद जब हम पेरेंट्स के साथ बैठते हैं, उनके साथ बात करते हैं कि तुम्हारा स्टडी कैसे चल रहा है, क्या कुछ चल रहा है, इसमें ऐसे फैमिली टाइम ठीक बैलेंस होना चाहिए। जैसे स्टडी जैसे और में होता है और वर्क कल्चर में भी होना चाहिए।
It's like
So
we
this
are
takes
working
me
for a
to
family only.
हाँ,
It's
that's
like
true. That's
we are working for a family only. Then why shouldn't we give time to them?
yeah,
That's
but I would say sometimes we also get carried away.
yeah.
कई बार हम start करते हैं कि we are working for family, but then we start working for ourselves also. We want to build career, we want fame, we want everything. So it's not always that. There's some self.
बट आई थिंक समवेयर दोस फेम द मेन रीजन तो यही है कि हमारा फैमिली खुश
It's
रहे
like preference thing. At which time, at which moment you are giving preference to what?
So since you all are saying this, so how many are willing to go for entrepreneurship or maybe your own practicing? Any of you have
Definitely
thought
very
of
much
it?
interesting.
मैम आई वुड लाइक टू गो फॉर
Wow, wonderful,
प्रैक्टिस
Manisha. And the others?
Definitely entrepreneurship or that activity is very interesting going in practice. Actually, ma'am, I am those person like I always working in dynamic environment. मतलब कुछ ना कुछ मैम नया सीखने को चाहिए मतलब and that is what and I think that is possible in the practice. You get different clients and obviously getting engaged in different works. And this is I think the best field for me.
Wonderful. So you can definitely test on, and nowadays entrepreneurship is being actually taken up by a lot of people. So that's good. If you would like to try, go ahead and do that. And if you get into practicing, nothing better than that, obviously, since you will be the future chartered accountants. That would be really great. So on this, again, one question comes to my mind. Uh, what kind of work culture, like if you go into entrepreneurship, so obviously you will set the work culture for your organizations, but if anytime you go for jobs or initial years you want to go in another organization into, what kind of work, apart from what Manisha had said, she said she wants that equal treatment for both genders. Anything else that you look forward to in terms of culture?
वर्क कल्चर बैलेंस होना चाहिए लाइफ के साथ और इट डजंट इंटरफेयर इन लाइफ बेसिकली.
And my mostly important also understanding your employees as well who are working in that office. I think one of the most important thing, and making them feel that no one is actually being ignored. And if the company is success, it should be like everyone is being recognized in the company. I think one of the most important thing. Environment should be very cooperative and supportive, so that every employees is like very he can easily engage to the managers and they can all the problems can be solved.
Yeah, the feeling of hierarchy should not be there, is what I think. The
Yes,
boss should
yes.
set an
Exactly.
environment such that the other employees can approach him or her well.
Okay, so I do understand that, but then I think more that you want a more team kind of an environment where anyone can come forward, anyone can speak, and
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have the
Yes,
freedom
ma'am.
of coming forward and talking, right? That's good. That's awesome. And I think that's totally demandable because actually the culture nowadays has been changing a lot where people don't want a self driven kind of a boss system, but you want more of the team environment. And that's good.
मैम उसी
So,
में काम करने
anything
का मजा भी आएगा भाई.
absolutely, yes. And I'm sure you'll be able to do that. You people are working good in terms of teams, in spite of you not knowing. We've seen all of you coming forward as 50 in a batch in the OC programs and how you come and you deal with each other and then you start working in teams. So that is awesome. Any quick suggestions on, nowadays the job selection criterias, how people get selected? And I've heard you people always talking about this generation that this is not good, the selection should be based on something else. So, any thoughts do you have? And you feel that this should change, and any suggestions on that? कि job
I
selection में
think
जब आपको
selection
दिक्कत है. Yes, Manisha, go ahead.
आई थिंक सिलेक्शन ना मार्क्स के बेसिस पे नहीं होना चाहिए बिकॉज ऐसा हो सकता है जैसे कोई लाइक एकदम लर्न करके गया है और एग्जाम में 90% ला रहा है 100% ला रहा है बट इन रियल लाइफ में भी उसको कुछ नहीं आता है बिकॉज आई थिंक व्हेन यू आर इन प्रैक्टिकल फील्ड आपको अपना प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग स्किल होना चाहिए आपके अंदर हाउ यू हैंडल पीपल्स बिकॉज सिंस वी आर वर्किंग विद पीपल सो ह्यूमन साइकोलॉजी को समझना इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट तो आई थिंक कि जो सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस है वो मार्क्स के बेसिस पे नहीं होना चाहिए
Absolutely. And
मैम
I
इस पे एक
agree
और
to
और
चीज
that
मेरे
है.
because
हिसाब
a lot
से
of times practically
यस मैम.
people are more sound when the students who have not scored that much marks, they are much more smarter in that version. Yes, Aditya, go ahead.
बेसिकली मेरे हिसाब से देयर इज वैकेंसी फॉर अनएक्सपेक्टेड कैंडिडेट्स बिकॉज अगर सीए आर्टिकलशिप को छोड़ के अगर आप कहीं पे भी जॉब पे जाओ ना सब बोलते एक्सपीरियंस आदमी चाहिए. अगर कोई बंदा पहली बार सीए बन के निकला है या फिर एमबीए बन के निकला है उसको उसको एक्सपीरियंस होगा कैसे कैसे इसीलिए अनएक्सपीरियंस कैंडिडेट्स को वैकेंसी देना चाहिए. इसमें भी वैकेंसी.
I
मैम
absolutely.
इस
totally
पे एक और
agree with
चीज कहना चाहूंगा,
that.
लाइक
Huh, go ahead.
just want to add up this thing, ma'am. यही चीज मैम, like I know remembered that ma'am there was an event in Kolkata national conference where CA Aman Gupta was invited, and he told one very interesting thing which I just loved it. He just told that in my company the CFO of the company is not a CA. He is one of the persons who is a non-CA, but still he has the knowledge, and that's why he deserves to be there, and that's what he has hired, because he have experience, he has knowledge that whatever things I want. So
Oh,
Exactly.
wonderful. That is nice. So, someone being in the CFO role and not being a CA, that's good. And that's a good example. So, I think, I mean, a lot of times when people know their work, I think that's more important because that's why we say experience counts, right? And I've seen that a lot of CA people also, we also go in different backgrounds, different varieties of even job opportunities where actually people say these are not for CAs, but we do very good out there. So I think course as well as kind of practical experience we get, it makes up. So absolutely, thank you Nihar for adding that up. And anything in terms of education system, how do you feel? You've grown up till you're 12 and then getting into CA and BCom and everything. So any suggestions on that, or you feel our
Education
education
system
system
as
is
As a
good?
it's
CA student,
going on, I think it's
बोलो बोलो बोलो
no,
Yes.
बोलो मेरे
as it's going on, I think it's okay. But indulgence of practically approaching the things, a thing of co-curricular activities is what is needed more. The generation well, till now, the preference of the bosses or the HRs was to take the students or recruit the students on the basis of the marks. Now the preference is slightly shifting to the skills you are having, the co-curricular activities you did one. So I think the schools, which are the students who are learning over there, the schools, the colleges should indulge the co-curricular activities more. They should give preference to the activities. I think the stage performance is a thing.
I got it.
People
You
are having
mean more of the experiential side of learning, right?
exactly, ma'am.
I would like that
All right.
CA found
Aditya, you
there
want to?
three step CA foundation, CA intermediate, or CA final. CA foundation is just like a pond. You अगर आप सी फाउंडेशन में आते हो तो आपको ही नहीं है जब आप कहाँ पे आ रहे हो, क्या कर रहे हो. जब आप इंटरमीडिएट में जाते हो तो फिर आप पॉन्ड से या स्विमिंग आके पूरा समुद्र में छलांग लगाते हो. फिर आपको पता चलता है कहीं पे आए हो, कहाँ पे आए हो. ठीक है.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear Aditya. Can you hear him?
और ठीक है, मे बी अभी इंटरमीडिएट जो एग्जाम है ना उस
Yeah, Aditya, I couldn't hear you in between. I'm not sure whether I couldn't or the others could hear you.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
go ahead.
Same thing. Yes, ma'am. Same thing as you.
ओके ओके ओके
Yeah, Aditya, if you could repeat what you said.
okay okay there three steps CA foundation, CA intermediate, CA final. CA foundation is just like a, and CA intermediate is just like a sea, and a CA final is just like a ocean. अगर आपको पहले स्विमिंग पूल, अगर स्विमिंग पूल से आओगे तो फिर आप कभी भी समुद्र में नहीं जाओगे. इसलिए फाउंडेशन और इंटरमीडिएट में अगर कुछ सिमिलरिटीज तो फिर स्टूडेंट्स को उसको कोप अप कर सकेंगे ना. इसलिए सीए में परसेंटेज, पासिंग का परसेंटेज तो हम जानते ही है क्या होता है. एजुकेशन सिस्टम में ये फाउंडेशन को थोड़ा स्ट्रिक्ट करना चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से. सीपीटी बोलते थे. Am I audible?
No, Aditya, you are not audible. Your sound is
Oh,
breaking.
Yes, same thing.
same thing, no?
I liked your example, the swimming pool and the sea.
Ma'am, next question.
Exactly what Aditya is saying कि आप CA syllabus और skip कर दो और hard कर दो.
फाउंडेशन में जब आपको पता चलना चाहिए कि इंटरमीडिएट और फाइनल में क्या फिल्म होने वाला है. आप सिर्फ ट्रेलर देख के आ रहे हो तो फिर आपको लगता है
मतलब एंट्री में ही तुम सबको निकाल दो बाहर.
Seriously, Aditya.
वही
अरे
Aditya,
नहीं
all
मैं
are going to hit you
इसको
back.
आईआईटी मत बनाओ यार.
इसको कभी भी वहां पे ना तो टीचर बनाने वाले ना तो पैनल में लेने वाले. वट एवर हैपेंस आदित्य इज नॉट कमिंग इन. All right. Let's move to our next segment. I think we've gone quite heavy on this. But just moving towards the next segment, just one last question before we go into that fun round. You are the future leaders. We spoke, we discussed. So I just want to understand what kind of a leader do you wish to become, or what kind of a leader you would like to work under when if you go into a job or wherever, or if you go as an entrepreneur, then what kind of a leader you want to become.
तो आई थिंक अ लीडर ऐसा होना चाहिए जो पूरे टीम को साथ लेकर चले. लाइक ये नहीं कि ओके मैं ये बोल रही हूँ तो यही होना चाहिए. तो आई थिंक लीडर ऐसा होना चाहिए कि जो सबका बात सुने ग्रुप में. इवन मैंने अपने आर्टिकलशिप में भी ये देखा, लाइक जो मेरी लीडर है शी इज वेरी कोऑपरेटिव. वो मीन्स हर स्टेप में हम सबका बात सुनती है. देन शी डिसाइड्स कि किसको क्या काम देना है, क्या नहीं देना है. एंड सो आई थिंक लीडर ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. एंड फ्यूचर में भी मैं किसी ऐसे लीडर के साथ ही काम करना चाहूंगी जो हर स्टेप पे मेरे ओपिनियन को भी प्रेफरेंस देगा.
Wonderful. And that was lovely, actually. So
Ma'am, I
she's
want to
developing
add
empathy
one.
skills too. Yes, Midunabo, go ahead.
One thing is there. I love to travel, so I think the open work culture is what I to think should be there. क्योंकि देखिए एक जगह बैठ के अगर डेस्क जॉब हुआ वो थोड़ा सा क्लटर हो जाता है कि हर दिन वही जाके सेम डेस्क पे बैठ के सेम काम करना. वो थोड़ा वो हो जाता है कि एक ही चीज कर रहे रिपीट. अगर थोड़ा क्लाइंट स्पेस पे जाके हम लोग वहाँ थोड़ा एंजॉय करके काम करें, या कहीं हम लोग का वर्क कल्चर यहाँ के कहीं इधर उधर जाके हम लोग ओपन वर्क कल्चर में काम कर सके, दैट वुड बी बेटर. वो माइंड भी ओपन हो सकता है, काम का पोटेंशियल भी बहुत ज्यादा अच्छे निखर के निकलेगा उसका.
Okay, demands are increasing. Any more to add on, Aditya, Nihar? Any demands from you people?
Nothing.
No? I think
आई थिंक मैम फिक्स टिफिन आवर्स भी नहीं होना चाहिए. लीडर ऐसा होना चाहिए जो बोले कि जब मर्जी
नहीं,
तब
अब ये
खाओ.
थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है. When you will become a leader, you will also understand. At times it is possible. At times it may not be possible. But yeah, there shouldn't be any hard and fast rule. If your work is getting completed timely, if the output is coming timely, then I think here and there a little fine
तो मैम
flexibility.
सही काम करने के लिए एनर्जी चाहिए माइंड को, और खाना नहीं मिलेगा तो एनर्जी नहीं
तो
मिलेगा.
आपको लीडर को खाना भी खिलाना चाहिए. You want to say that?
यस मैम एग्जैक्टली. मतलब अगर ऑब्वियस सा बात है means अगर लीडर कोई अचीवमेंट के बाद जाके पार्टी करो, चिल करो, देन फिर नेक्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट के लिए और ज्यादा मोटिवेशन आएगा कि और अच्छे से काम करेंगे.
Everyone who are hearing,
मेरे
remember
लिए तो यही
tomorrow you are also
मोटिवेशन है.
going to become a leader, and your pockets are now going to get that all you have to bear. Lovely, everyone who ever has heard Manisha, please remember to take up everything, whatever comes from her pockets. Okay, Nihar, I think you missed it. So everyone was talking about the leader, and Manisha said कि आते आते हम इस बात पे भी आ गए that the leader should also give us good lunches, free lunch, so from
डिमांड्स.
their own pockets.
तो इस
So
तरह को तो वो
Manisha,
घुमाने को भी दे देना चाहिए मैम, लीडर्स को फिर बीच बीच में.
एग्जैक्टली मैं वही बोल रही थी. मतलब एक अचीवमेंट में यहाँ
अरे
जाके
हाँ
पार्टी
बिल्कुल,
करो, चिल करो,
एकदम.
फिर नेक्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट में और अच्छे से मन करेगा काम करने का.
wonderful. So that's nice that we do understand that yes, today's generation they want that you work hard, or rather party harder, and
पार्टी
you
हार्डर मैम.
have someone to fund that also. Okay. So with that, I think you all are moving towards a fun and all that. You're just moving out now from your insightful energy to all the fun rounds. So let's move to our next round, which is a rapid fire round. And here there is no hard and fast rule. You can go ahead, you can answer first. You can, if you want to answer one by one, or you all want to take the same question, you can go ahead and quickly add on to each other. But you have to be a little quick and short answers. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
All right. So let's go. Something that you feel gives you the knowledge most. Anything. Quick.
Human.
Experience.
Wonderful. Experience.
Huh?
Aditi, you said something?
Behavior.
Okay, human behavior. He's going to become a psychologist, I think. Yeah. Go ahead.
Podcast.
Ma'am, could you
Podcast.
repeat the question once?
Okay, so that was something that you feel gives you the most knowledge, most knowledgeable for you.
YouTube, ma'am.
YouTube, yeah, he's a self-study person, right? Absolutely. Okay, for you, beautiful is something that dot dot dot. What is it?
Happiness.
Okay,
Sensible.
sensible.
Ma'am, can you
For you,
repeat the
beautiful is
question?
something that dot dot dot. You feel it.
That is, beautiful is something. Beautiful is mirror.
Sorry, beautiful is what?
Mirror.
Okay.
Something
And
different.
Aditya says beautiful is anything that is sensible for him. So, which he can't understand. Definitely, he's going to say that that is not beautiful. That's going to be ugly.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, ma'am.
Yes,
He's,
absolutely. That's why sensible. I think he meant
yeah.
that. Okay, let's go ahead. Bias or unbiased?
Unbiased.
Bias.
Okay, Manisha says bias. So Manisha is going to give preferential. Aditya has lost just 1 minute. Yeah.
Uh,
So Manisha is going to be a little okay. Friends, thoda bahut biasness.
Yes.
And Nihar and Aditya, bias or unbiased?
मैम
Unbiased,
प्लीज
ma'am.
रिपीट द क्वेश्चन,
Unbiased.
मैंने सुना नहीं, मैं डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया
I
था,
said
सॉरी.
bias or unbiased. What do you choose?
Unbiased.
Ah,
Unbiased.
Unbiased.
look at his action. मतलब साफ था that he is opposite of what he wanted to say the opposite of what he said.
There's a rapid fire round, ma'am.
Ah, giving me the same back. Okay, money or time?
Time.
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 Mridunavo, I didn't hear. Money or time?
Money.
Okay, Aditya.
Time.
Seriously, the way he answers, more than his answer, his action gives me that this is understood. How can he even ask me? Okay. Happy with less money or millionaire with no happiness?
Happy with
Happiness
less
with less
money.
money.
Millionaire.
Millionaire
कौन
with
बोले?
दुनिया में सिर्फ
कौन
शांति
बोला
चाहिए
millionaire
मैम.
with no happiness?
Aditya.
Millionaire with no
आदित्य को
happiness.
थोड़ी देर पहले टाइम
ये
ज्यादा
कैसा
इम्पोर्टेंट
आंसर
था.
हुआ यार? हैप्पीनेस नहीं
Rapid fire
मतलब
round है ना.
मनी आएगा तो थोड़ा थोड़ा हैप्पीनेस के रीजंस मिल जाएगा मनी से.
Okay, very different strategy of looking at things. Okay,
अरे
good.
मैम, अगर अब मिलेनियर होगी तो क्या ना, अब ऐसे तो
हाँ,
किसी
you're
वजह से
going
मिलेनियर हो नहीं
throughout
सकती,
the
उसमें टाइम
phase.
तो लगेगा ही.
Guruji, we understand. Okay. One word that describes you.
Sensible,
Adventurous.
humble and brave.
I said one word, Aditya?
I
Nihal, you
said
said
3
sensible.
words.
Ma'am, I told
हाँ?
adventurous.
इसका mean
Adventurous.
Okay,
humble person.
adventurous.
Humble person.
Humble. Mridunavo. Mridunavo, I'm
Planner.
going to call you MM. Your name is too long to call, huh?
Yeah,
MM,
sure.
yes. Go ahead.
I would say I'm a planner.
Planner. Okay.
Yeah.
Manisha.
Adventurous.
You've repeated. I thought MM is going to say, you know what, traveler. He's written avid traveler, avid traveler. I thought he's going
Yeah,
to
ma'am.
come up with that. Okay, your best friend. Quick.
Archita.
Go ahead.
You should
Others?
say the name.
No, anything. Whatever you think is your best friend.
My friend Biswambo.
I myself.
Seriously? Yes, Nihar, you would like to add?
मैम बेस्ट फ्रेंड तो मैम अभी मैम फेलियर मैम. बेस्ट फ्रेंड मैम. उससे द बेस्ट फ्रेंड कोई हो ही नहीं सकता मैम. इट कैन टीच यू एंड इट कैन मेक यू रीच वेयर यू वांट.
Okay, so now hearing all these answers, something is really coming up now in my mind. So, introvert or extrovert? What are you?
Extrovert.
Extrovert.
Introvert.
Ambivert.
Ambivert में भी एक ज़्यादा strong होता है. I want to know what is your strong.
Extrovert.
Aditya, extrovert. Nihar.
I'm actually like ambivert. I think the best thing I can like say, like it's like it depends
Okay,
on like situations. Yes.
no problem. All right. Any word that you hate hearing? Any word? Anyone?
You can't
I
complete
hate
this, yeah, you can't do this, that thing.
Ah, okay.
I hate to insult anyone.
Okay. So that's you not saying. So you don't like anyone insulting you. Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay, giving presents or getting presents? What do you like?
Getting.
Giving presents.
Giving presents, ma'am. Giving.
Aditya?
I
Getting
like to give people surprises.
present.
Yes.
Manisha, we are ready.
Yes, give the.
Maybe, maybe on
Okay,
you
so
all's birthday.
yeah, so only one person said getting, and I am there with him. So you all three can give it to us. We don't mind. We can take from
Yeah.
all of you.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am. Why not,
If
ma'am?
you
After
had to
this,
be
we
a
can
Disney
make a
guest,
party, ma'am.
अच्छा party मुझे ही देनी पड़ेगी, and then I'll get the gifts.
हाँ मैम.
Lovely.
Please ma'am, please
No,
please.
ma'am. No, ma'am. No.
Okay. If you had to be a Disney character, what would you be? This has to be
Moana.
Donald Duck.
Moana. Okay. Donald Duck. What are
Donald Duck.
others? Others.
I will
Tufir?
be Goofy.
Anyone? Tom and Jerry? The rest, both of you, Tom and Jerry?
I would like
Only
Goofy
person.
more.
Okay. Goofy. Nihar, you're only left. Quickly.
I'm actually, ma'am. I did not hear your question actually like,
Okay. If
because of
you could
network.
be a Disney character, I hope you've seen Disney cartoons. What would you
Yes,
be?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Shinchan.
Shinchan. Okay. 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 If your life was a story and you could publish it, what would you give a title to? Till whatever right now you've completed your life. So if you could publish a story on that, what would you give a
How
title?
to overthink.
Travel all India.
Oh, wow, wow. The others, one is coming from the CA entirely, one is going all over the world.
Uh, a rapid fire round है. My life, simple.
My life, simple. Okay, okay, good, good. All right. Nihar has just moved out, so let's go to the next question. What are you most grateful for in the whole world?
My parents.
My dad.
Obviously, my parents. Obviously.
Yes, ma'am.
Nihar,
Parents.
lovely. So this moment needs to be captured. Tell all your parents that you really
हाँ
love
इसको
them
मैं
so
इसको
much.
खत्म होने के बाद मम्मी पापा को एसी नहीं बार बार दिखाए गए.
I don't know what to say. He's awesome or he's awful. Okay. Till now, okay, let me ask this question. A morning person or night owl? What are you?
Morning, ma'am.
Morning
Morning.
person.
Morning,
मैम
morning,
both
morning.
both
Really?
both both.
Both मतलब
How
सोते ही
can you
नहीं हो?
both?
नहीं नहीं both
मैम
मतलब
एक्चुअली
एक महीना मैंने
मॉर्निंग
सुबह
तो
उठा,
ऐसे बोल
एक
सकते
महीना मैं रात को देर से सोया. ऐसे ऐसे बैलेंस करते
He
रहता हूँ.
actually studies in shift also. Shift system चल रहा है घर पे भी. Okay. And the
मैम
others?
नाइट पर्सन आफ्टर एग्जाम मैम नाइट पर्सन आफ्टर एग्जाम
Oh,
बहुत
okay.
बढ़िया आंसर, बहुत बढ़िया आंसर.
All throughout the year, morning person.
Oh, thankfully we have one. So when I used to study,
नहीं
I
नहीं
was
नहीं मैम.
not at all a morning person. Very rarely. Okay, work hard or party hard? This I
Party
know.
hard.
Yeah, I
Party
knew
hard,
Manisha is going to come
party
with
hard.
it.
Work hard, party harder.
Ah, acha. Nihar is still thinking.
पार्टी हार्ड मैम
Actually, he started working now, so he's still thinking. क्या बोलना है मुझे क्या
Ah,
बोलूं?
एक्चुअली मैम इट्स एक्चुअली
Okay.
मैम थोड़ा सा वो वॉइस ब्रेक कर भाई
Oh,
दैट्स
okay,
द
okay.
थिंग
हाँ.
No problem. This goes straight away. My next question is going to Aditya right now first. What's the funniest prank you've ever done? I'm sure you must have done a lot. So, any funniest prank that you have done?
ऐसे पब्लिकली बोल. I call my school teacher.
Really?
then
What for?
then
Um,
what happened?
I'm a girl
Thankfully,
who
not principal.
no. I'm a girl who is missing from the school.
Okay. Shh. How did you talk like a girl? Which class was that?
Uh, 11.
तो
मैम
आवाज
आदित्य
कैसी है?
मैम आदित्य मिमिक्री बहुत अच्छा करता है.
Really? Oh,
यस मैम.
so next time we are going to have that, Aditya. Aditya, we could have a voice quickly like a girl
यस.
asking for save me,
Thanks.
save me.
Save
Just a voice like
me,
a
save me
girl.
like what?
A voice like a girl. You said that you
Like girl's
behave
voice.
like a girl. Yeah. Quickly.
Save me, please save.
Now it's
Hello,
audible.
hello, please save me. I'm in danger. Please help me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Got it. He can.
Like a,
Manisha, you have
it's
to be
like a dream girl.
seriously. We can't even allow him to get going and give any message on our behalf. Dangerous, huh?
No, 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 no.
Okay. If you could be famous, what would you want to be famous for?
For my work.
Work? Wow.
Actually, for my food. For my food. For my
Okay, you
cooking.
are
Cooking.
a fantastic cook, that means.
And for the
Not fantastic, but I like to cook.
So we are having the party at her house. Remember that.
We
Okay,
are we
others?
we give soon.
yes, yes.
नहीं
Definitely.
बुलाएगी. छोड़ दीजिए मैम, वो नहीं बुलाएगी.
Okay. Now this is going a little to the natural side. Do you trust others too easily? Yes or no?
No.
No?
No,
No.
after careful examination.
Typical auditors. हाँ? इंसानों का
Yes,
भी
मैम ऑडिट का काम
एग्जामिनेशन.
ही मैम ज्यादा मिलता है इसलिए that's why I told.
मैं ऑडिट में सिखाया ही गया है कि प्रोफेशनल स्केप्टिसिज्म रखो.
I'm not talking about your clients, girl. I'm talking about general people.
And generally, also, I don't like to believe anyone.
Okay, good. So, do you think people say that you are a trustworthy person, or do they also actually keep first verifying, checking, evaluating you, and then coming back?
They
Finally, I
say
get
we are
that.
trustworthy. I mean, I am.
Oh, Chalu people. So you are trustworthy, but you trust you take time.
I take
Okay.
slight time.
I do
Okay.
not
So
take any
except
time.
you don't take any time. Okay. Good. So
Can you please repeat the
I
question?
said, do people trust you easily? Do they call you trustworthy person, or do they also take time to trust you because you take obviously
Maybe.
बोलो बोलो.
ये तो सामने वाले से पूछना पड़ेगा. Depends
Ma'am,
on
this
the
is also
people.
subjective. Some can
एक
judge us
बाइट तो
very
आएगा.
easily trustworthy. Some can, and others like maybe they take time to trust us. So like
Yeah, that
subjective.
could also be yes, absolutely. And now I'm coming back to the earlier question when only Manisha first said that she chose biased, and I think the others chose and Aditya chose
I'm
biased, yes, and the others chose unbiased, right?
Unbiased.
yes, ma'am.
So now a quick question: is it easy to be biased or is it easy to be unbiased for you? What is easy?
It's
It is
easy to
depends
be
on the
Easy to
biased.
be
situation, ma'am.
biased, ma'am. Easy to be biased. Very easy.
It is depends
Okay,
on the
for all of you,
situations,
is it
ma'am.
Aditya is very political in answering. That's for sure.
That's why I am the future leader. I
Seriously.
keep
But
pushes
I keep
everyone.
saying,
So, Aditya, you mean all the leaders are manipulative?
Huh?
All the leaders are
मैम तभी मैम
manipulative?
पॉलिटिक्स आगे बढ़ सकते हो मैम तभी लीडर्स.
No
Political leader नहीं
comments.
पूछा मैंने एक usual leader पूछा था. No comments, हाँ चालू. All right. If you could say one thing, or rather, if you could change one thing about the world, what would that be? Because you're the future leaders, right? So now the
people
question
should
comes to you.
stop overthinking on a single thing.
Judging pe-
Okay, you want people
judging people
on the basis of?
on the basis of their
Okay.
religion.
So she says no judging on the basis of religion. Yes,
Yes,
Aditya,
ma'am.
future leader.
On the basis of religion, caste, and
मैम
everything.
ह्यूमैनिटी में बना रहे मैम दैट्स व्हाट
Okay,
फॉर
he wants to
एवरीथिंग.
continue that human, and I think that is going nowadays. We are going on a toss for that. Absolutely, Aditya. Anything from you? A manipulative political leader.
No, ma'am. Uh, if you have you earn so much money,
Mm-hmm.
किसी एक पर्सन हो ना, उसको पूरा करिए. अगर किसको नेसेसरी, जिसको नीड है, उसको, आपको इसके लिए कोई जरूरत नहीं है आप किसी एनजीओ में पैसा दे रही हो या फिर दे रही हो. इसका दिखावा करने, एक इंसान को जिसको जरूरत है उसको आप, अगर आपके पास हो, अगर ना हो तो फिर
Absolutely.
ठीक
Yes.
है, तो फिर आप कुछ समय किसी को दे दे. बट अगर आपके पास हो, आपके पास आप कैपेबल हो, किसी, अगर आप किसी को हेल्प करते हो ना, उसके बाद उसको समझ
Right.
में आता है कि इस इंसान ने मुझे हेल्प किया है, उसको याद अलाउ किया है, कभी ना कभी वो उसके जरिए किसी ना किसी को हेल्प हो. तो कोई जरूरत नहीं है हेल्प करने के लिए, फिर भी हो ही जाएगा.
मैं टोटली सेकंड आदित्य ये बात ना. आजकल के दिन पे एक चीज बहुत चल रहा है ना, कि लोग अगर डोनेट कर रहे हैं, किसी लोग का हेल्प कर रहे हैं या किसी का भी कुछ कर
Photos,
रहे हैं
I
ना,
don't like
तो वो
photos that
लोग सोशल
I
मीडिया पे उसको
donated that
डाल
something
देते
to
हैं.
anyone. It's
दैट्स
not
आई
good.
थिंक दैट्स
I
नॉट राइट.
personally I
अगर
feel
हेल्प
that.
कर रहे हो तो मन से करो, वो दिखाने के लिए मत करो.
It's becoming more of a public show or a public form type of
एग्जैक्टली
thing.
मैम.
Absolutely. And this
Some
is very good what Aditya said. कि अगर किसी की मदद करो तो ऐसी कर दो कि that person becomes self dependent, so
एग्जैक्टली.
that that person's absolutely, that's a big thing.
यस.
All right, now if you could invent a funny holiday or any sort of holiday, if you had the power to do that, कि कोई भी holiday आप start करो, what would that be and what would
Sleep
you
day.
Article
thought
want
day,
to do?
articles,
thought
ma'am.
day, thought day.
Okay, 1 minute. Nihar says something like articleship.
Yes, ma'am. A day dedicated to all the articles.
Okay,
उस
and
दिन
what will
सबका
you
Section.
be doing
छुट्टी.
on that day?
हर फॉर्म में सेलिब्रेशन होना चाहिए मैम आर्टिकल्स के लिए एक बार.
अच्छा, आपके ऑनर में पार्टी. Okay, okay, okay. All right, so you have to go and start it with your go and show it to Debashi sir.
You have to discuss with the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India.
Ah, he quickly moved out. Zoom out. All right, that's a nice one. Yes, Aditya, you were saying something.
I think thought day. एक दिन आपको मिले, आप पूरा सोचिए आपको क्या करना है, ना करना है, उसको
अच्छा,
बाकी सब कुछ
ये
छोड़ो.
तो ओवर
एक दिन
थिंकिंग में
सिर्फ
चला जाएगा. एंड एमएम वाज सेइंग ही वांट्स
नहीं
टू
नहीं,
रिमूव ओवर
ओवर थिंकिंग का
थिंकिंग.
बात नहीं. एक दिन आपको ऐसे प्रॉपर तरीके से, ऐसे तो मेडिटेशन करते करते आप थोड़ी
मैम वो
हो
सेल्फ
जाओगे, ऐसे नहीं.
इंट्रोस्पेक्टिंग पे आ गया वो जो बोल रहे हैं.
So you mean focus on your goals, goal centric, right? All right, awesome. That is nice. And anything from the other two? You wish anything or
मैम,
nothing as such?
मैम आई
आई
थिंक
थिंक
स्लीप डे.
फैमिली डे.
We have a family day. We have a family day.
मैम इट्स लाइक
मनीषा वास्ते.
आजकल के ज़माने में कुछ कुछ स्टूडेंट्स पीजी में रहते हैं, बाहर रहते हैं, मम्मी पापा
Oh,
भी
okay.
काम के लिए वैसे रहते. आई थिंक वन डे शुड बी देयर, एवरीवन शुड बी कमिंग टुगेदर, दैट शुड बी अ हॉलिडे, दे शुड बी हैविंग डिनर टुगेदर. दैट्स अ वेरी बेसिक थिंग, बट पीपल नाउ नॉटडेज आर नॉट डूइंग. सब अलग-अलग कमरे में बैठ के अपना-अपना खा रहे हैं. तो एक साथ बैठ के खाना, अपने मम्मी पापा के साथ डे एन्जॉय करना, दैट वुड बी अ ग्रेट थिंग.
Oh, wow. That's nice. Yes, Manisha, you said something.
मैम स्लीप डे.
Sleep day. Okay. And when would you like to
Wow,
bring the
very
sleep day?
interesting.
मनीषा, तुम सी के स्टूडेंट हो ना, तुम सी के स्टूडेंट हो ना,
एग्जैक्टली.
तुमको सिर्फ
पर स्लीप डे में भी कितना लोग सोएंगे, मतलब मैक्सिमम 8 9 10 घंटा बस.
खाना है, सिर्फ सोना है.
No, no,
मैंने
I know
बहुत
people. I mean, a lot of times she's innovating the sleep day. So obviously she'll put it like yesterday the exams have ended, so she'll put sleep day today. तो जितने घंटे सोना है, आराम से सो लो पूरा दिन. All right, Monisha, I am
यस
backing
मैम.
you on that. All right, that was nice. And now let's go to quickly to know more about your fan following. So, who is you think your biggest fan? Anyone?
Ma'am, could you please repeat?
Who is your biggest fan? Do you know
माय
anyone?
बेस्ट फ्रेंड.
Your best friend. Okay.
नो आइडिया.
no ma'am, me also, me myself,
I have to ask
from
you,
every
audience
day.
over here, who is my fan?
मेरा रोया,
आदित्य ने क्या बोला मुझे सुनाई नहीं दिया.
me myself, ma'am. I'm the
Yourself.
biggest fan of mine.
I This reminded me of Karina's dialogue. मैं अपनी favorite हूँ. So he's like
मैम
मैं
मेरा भी
अपना
सेम हो सकता है, मतलब बेस्ट फ्रेंड के बाद अगर वो, मैं अपना बहुत बड़ा फैन हूँ।
कोई लड़की बोले तो फिर
Okay,
ठीक है, अगर
Nihar.
कोई लड़का भी रहे ये कैसा?
Ma'am, I am asking this question to all the audience. Let's see. I get
हाँ,
the answer or not.
Manisha.
बोलो मनीषा।
मैम आई हैव नो आइडिया, बट आदित्य से लगता है कि हाँ मैं ही हूँ जो मुझे सबसे ज्यादा पसंद करती हूँ। आई डोंट थिंक कोई है जो मेरा फैन है।
Of course, Manisha, you have a fan. जिसने बोला था एक नारी सब पे भारी. Come on. So you can name Aditya. He keeps on saying nari sab pe bhari. So you have a fan.
मे बी।
All right. And now the last one that we come up to would be anything or that you feel you've done in the past, but you will never repeat again. So anything that you've done but you didn't feel good about and you think I should not repeat that again.
प्रायोरिटाइजिंग पीपल अ लॉट।
Okay. And
खुद से ज्यादा
was there any parameter which made you do that?
नहीं, लाइक मैं मतलब लाइफ में सबसे ज्यादा खुद से ज्यादा दूसरों को प्रायोरिटाइज करती हूँ कि लाइक वो क्या सोचेंगे, उनके हिसाब से काम करना। सो आई थिंक कि मुझे ये बंद करना चाहिए। मुझे ये सोचना चाहिए कि मुझे क्या चाहिए, व्हाट आई फील, व्हाट आई लाइक। सो
Absolutely. I mean, you cannot please everyone together. So there could be a
यस।
few, but
ऑब्वियसली।
you should include yourself also. Absolutely. Wonderful. Others, any stops for you?
मैम फॉर मी इट विल बी ओवरथिंकिंग,
Overthinking.
क्योंकि
You
स्कूल
definitely
के
need to do it.
Ma'am, even same
क्योंकि
for me,
स्कूल
ma'am.
के
Overthinking.
स्कूल
Like
के
I,
टाइम पे ये नहीं था, फिर सीए में आने के बाद आई डोंट नो इज इट द स्टडी इज द एवरीथिंग और नॉट, और वो बहुत चलने लगा कि पढ़ रहे हैं कि नहीं, कर सही से कर रहे हैं कि नहीं,
ये सब
वो
सब
बीच में बहुत आ गया था। आई थिंक आई शुड स्टॉप, आई एम इम्प्रूविंग नाउ, बट आई थिंक वो एक अच्छा चीज है, वो स्टॉप हो गया।
Okay, good. And Aditya, you had the same
मैम कैन यू
answer,
रिपीट द
right?
क्वेश्चन? मैम कैन यू
Yes,
रिपीट योर
Aditya.
क्वेश्चन?
Okay, you are asking to repeat the question.
यस मैम।
I'm saying anything that you have done in the past, and now you feel I should not do that. You don't like what you did, and you want to stop that. So, what will that be?
डोंट डू नॉट लाई टू फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल योरसेल्फ। मुझे आता है, मैं कर सकता हूँ, ये सबसे बुरा चीज है।
That's nice. Yes. And we all do that. Good.
यस, मुझे कुछ
Nihar,
आता है
anything?
स्मार्ट हूँ।
Nihar, anything from you?
ma'am, actually I told that same as ma'am that Mridu Nava Mandal, that whatever he said
Okay.
over regarding overthinking, the same.
Great. So it was nice knowing so much about you people, and I'm sure now we know each other much, much, much better. So, any quick advice for all the freshers who may be wanting to come up, maybe entering CA, you are already now seniors for them, or anyone who are your peers, anything, any advice that you would like to give them? So, you
मैम
can
सिर्फ एक
quickly
ही
go
चीज
ahead.
कि जो भी करो दिल से करो, सी डोंट जॉइन सीए जस्ट बिकॉज अदर्स आर joining, otherwise you will be in trouble and you will waste your time. So most importantly, ask yourself whether you are really interested in this course or not, and most importantly you should have a deep interest in this. Afterwards you can do anything, means like that, most importantly.
Yes, and of course, the journey, even if it may become difficult, but it's very beautiful, right? Because it
Yes
helps
ma'am.
us become better people.
Yes ma'am.
And you should continue the journey or come to the journey and do it happily. You should be happy doing the thing. You should be happy studying and everything. Happiness is above everything, I think.
Because the ultimate thing that we get, as Manisha said, the CA that we get before our names, that is really respectful and that's so important that no one else can have, right? Yes,
माय
Aditya, any
सजेशन
quick.
वुड बी कि लाइफ में डिसिप्लिन रहो, बिकॉज आई हैव सीन पीपल्स जो बहुत ज्यादा डिसिप्लिन्ड हैं और डिसिप्लिन के वजह से ही अब वो आज सक्सेसफुल हैं। सो आई थिंक कि अगर आप कुछ भी कर रहे हो तो उसमें कंसिस्टेंस रहो कि मतलब रोज करना है, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, मुझे रोज क्लास करना है तो करना है। So discipline and consistency.
Absolutely. Thank you, Manisha, for that. And yes, Aditya, your leadership advice.
I'm not kind of leader. फिर भी ऐसे क्वेश्चन क्या था मैम, फिर से एक बार रिपीट कीजिए, मैं थोड़ा सा भूल गया.
I said that anything that you want to share with all the freshers, आपके जो junior आ रहे हैं NCA, or maybe people who are like sitting out there, maybe some failures came in and they are like bogged down, not feeling demotivated.
Okay,
So
okay.
any advice to them?
First of all, there is a one term is don't
कि क्यों हमारा motivation गायब हो गया?
do it.
Video
No one
pause.
can do it. You only you can.
Aditya, you
ऐसे
have to
कुछ
repeat. We couldn't hear you.
couldn't hear you now.
Now, yeah, now you are. Go ahead.
मोटिवेशन बाहर से आने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. जैसे कि बहुत लोग बोलता है यू ओनली यू कैन डू इट, नो वन कैन डू इट, ओनली यू कैन डू इट. 10 मिनट या 15 मिनट रहेगा, उसके बाद सब चला जाएगा. आप क्यों आए
Exactly.
हो
Exactly.
आप
Same.
क्यों आए हो सीए कोर्स में? आपके पेरेंट्स आपके लिए क्या क्या सेक्रीफाइस कर रहे हैं. आपके पापा जो बिजनेसमैन हो या फिर कोई जॉब कर रहे हो, प्रोफेशनल होम में हो, किसी भी चीज में हो, आपके पापा रोज सुबह उठते, रोज काम पे जाते, आपके लिए हर दिन कुछ ना कुछ सेक्रीफाइस कर रही है. तो या फिर कुछ ना कुछ फेस्टिवल्स हो सेक्रीफाइस कर रहे हो, वो लोग भी सेक्रीफाइस कर रहे हो. मोटिवेशन वहां से लाओ. बाहर से मोटिवेशन जब भी लाने जाओगे 10 मिनट 15 मिनट रहेगा, उसके बाद एकदम चला. क्योंकि मुझे
Definitely. I
मैं नहीं बोल
agree with
सकता,
I
मैं भी ऐसे
totally
ही करता
second.
था. मोटिवेशन वीडियो देख लिया, बहुत तेज सम्स कर रहा हूँ. 10 मिनट गया नहीं, कोई मोबाइल में पॉपअप आया, ओह स्क्रॉलिंग द रील्स, यूट्यूब रील्स, बस हो गया, मोटिवेशन चला गया. इसलिए भी मोटिवेट होना चाहते हो तो फिर अपने पेरेंट्स को देखो, वो लोग कितना हमारे लिए सेक्रीफाइस रोज काम कर रहे हैं. जैसे हम लोग पढ़ाई कर, लोग रोज बाहर जा रहे हैं, रोज काम कर रहे हैं. मम्मी आपके लिए रोज खाना पका रही है, आपको खिला रही है, और क्या चाहिए आपको, और कुछ नहीं.
Absolutely. And I agree. I think C also makes us the best motivational speakers. So one more career and job opportunity
Oh,
added on to that, that we can
huge.
become the motivational speakers. All right. Before we end tonight, when it is about World Children's Day, it cannot be complete without calling out to the little ones all over the world who are facing the so-called war turmoil. Reasons could be many for war, but there can be no reason to justify the death, the torture, the hardships being forced on the young ones. Yes, it is about Gaza. So many have died, and so many are left alone without family, without support. So, we as a group believe that it is our moral responsibility of every human to stand against this inhuman act and plead to all those who have the power to come forward and take charge. Be a leader and prove a leader and lead to seize the war, seize this inhuman treatment of precious lives. They have a right to live. Give them their basic rights back. So let's unite to give our children a better tomorrow. And anything from you, team, you would like to add anything here?
देखिए मैम,
Just
Anything?
like that, ma'am, that war
ऐसे
always
ऐसे में भी
creates
डिप्लोमेट होने जो
destruction.
मैं उसमें कोई कमेंट कर सकूं, फिर भी एज अ कोई ऐसे कोई अगर war में अगर कोई दोषी नहीं है, उसका जान जा रहा है, बच्चा हो, इंसान हो, महिला हो, कोई भी, वो बुरा चीज है. It is not just a collateral damage, it's a huge damage, because life cannot compensate with anything. Money,
Absolutely.
life.
Exactly.
Exactly. I second.
And all the world leaders also should come together and they should find a solutions for this problem because this
Exactly.
has to end. This is one of the most important thing. Why the children will suffer just because of them? Like
Indeed, yes. And even the parents who are losing their children, they are suffering a lot because no one would like to live without their family, their children, their parents, anyone, and either one. Right.
Right.
So, on this note, Thank you, everyone who's attending, for joining us today. And a special thanks to all four of you for taking out
Thank
time
you,
for
ma'am.
this.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am,
you,
so much for
ma'am.
inviting. It was very lovely session.
Yes, ma'am.
Keep growing and inspiring the people and adding your motivation and a little manipulative value to people around you to be better leaders. All the best.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, ma'am.